Day 9. Ordinal. Bart was best waiting in line. He was always aware of the people around him. He was never bitter about his position or how long he had to wait. If two lines were forced to come together and a different stream took precedence over his, he took the setback quietly. Bart was happy to fall into single file against the wall and to remind his neighbors to do the same. He never checked his phone or left someone to hold his place. Meanwhile, in the rest of Bart's life, he had a temper and a problem having difficult conversations. There were trust issues. Bart was once accused of substantial theft, but there wasn't any proof. Sometimes Bart would get into long conversations where his partners became victims, and he refused to let them escape. But in line, Bart's shoulder was exactly the one to be peeking over. With his watch, not fancy, but it looked fancy in a crowd, and with whatever papers were necessary for the occasion. "After you," or "excuse me," ready on his lips, just in case. He had dreams, Bart did, of waiting in a crowd. He'd see himself standing and waiting, making loose friends with the people around him. He'd see himself slowly advancing, turning as he moved. And then the camera of the dream would zoom out, would leave him seeing the whole assembly, and he'd see it was a circle or an infinity sign, that he was going to be in line forever. Bart wouldn't call it a nightmare, exactly. He never had dreams that he classified as nightmares. But when he woke up from one of these dreams, he'd open the fridge and think about that nice lady he met at the DMV, or that dreadful couple ahead of him in the airport, but think about the last time he'd gotten where he was going, or what he needed. Bart poured himself chocolate milk those scattered nights. He poured himself chocolate milk, took a deep breath, and gulped his way back to sleep.